Hey, this is Simon, and yeah, this is looking pretty good. You're pretty far along, actually. Um, Looks like the fingers could use some more poses. The other thing is you'll have a better time with the arms for an animation like this if they're in IK mode. Unfortunately, that would mean redoing the arm animation, but I'll show you what I mean. Also, you were meant to reference the character into the scene. If we go File, Reference Editor, I can see that he's not referenced but is instead imported. The way you reference a character into scene is you go File, Create Reference. And the reason for that is you often want to make updates or changes to your character rig, but you wouldn't want that mixed in with the file with all the poses and the keyframes. So you keep the character rig separate so you can fix it, and then if you fix it in the character rig file, then it automatically updates here. There is a way to get your animation onto the reference rig, and I can show you those steps. Not that. What you would do is select the very top node of the character rig, which is, you might want to organize your scene a little better. Um, Let me just select something and go, oh, here it is, group. So you would select that node and you would go to Window, Settings, Preferences, Plugin Manager, and find ANM Import Export and check those on. And then you would go File, Export, Selection, Options, and you would choose ANM Export, which would only show up after you activate the plugin. And then the very important setting here, hierarchy below, meaning everything below that group node in the hierarchy. And you say export, and you just call this, whatever module 11 animation. You can call it whatever you want. Then, and I don't have your rig file handy, but the next step would be to delete this out of the file. Then do File, Create Reference, and select your character rig. Then select that top group node. Then do File, Import Options, and then Files of Type, ANM Import, and then import it. And then you'll have the character rig referenced in with the animation on it. The reason I couldn't demonstrate that is I don't have your rig handy. And then, yeah, I mean, you might, camera-wise, you might want to, you've got, oh, that camera, that's interesting. That's a bit much. But I was thinking you might want to start with a wider shot and cut to a closer shot. You could do something like this. We could, maybe, I don't know, maybe something like this. Just making it up. And then, on this movement or something, you could cut to, a closer shot. It's always good to have your, where's the, yeah, your resolution gate on. So, and I have my tangent set to stepped, so that's why it's jumping like that, which is what we want for a camera cut. So, kind of establishes the scene and shows your set, and then maybe, yeah, maybe there's even a third shot, although there's not really enough time for a third shot. So maybe this one could be a little wider, so that he has room to stand up in the shot. Anyway, just a thought. And then, yeah, so what I was saying about the FK thing, like, one thing I was struggling with the animation is that movement, that's kind of hard to do, like, without using your arms to pivot from your waist. And it's not that it's not physically possible, it's certainly possible, but especially someone in kind of a relaxed pose wouldn't tend to do that. So I would say, I'm just going to delete the animation off of this control, this little guy, this IKFK switch, and that one. Um, And unfortunately, what I'll show you now means you have to redo the um, hand and arm animation. But what I would tend to say is that maybe he's got his hand braced on there, and then watch that first motion now. Well, it's a little bit far, but and maybe starting here, his hand comes off and then starts to move into the next pose. Maybe there maybe there he moves it onto his knee or something, if it can reach. Oops. Great. My eyes frozen. Oh, okay, we're back. Whoops. Great. Didn't quite reach, but maybe he needs more time to get it there. Oh, that one's wrong. We need... Oh, I have my tangent set to stepped, which is why it's jumping like that, and you already have gone past that step, so... maybe this gets higher in the middle here, so there's kind of more of an arc to the movement. But see how it looks like he's pushing himself up now, rather than just, pivoting from here. So I think if you switch these to FK, to switch them to IK, it does mean you'll have to redo the arm animation, but they'll stick to you know wherever they are, unless they're extended beyond their reach. Um, but I don't know where you want to put this. And then when he pushes up, you also have more control too. So I would tend to try and reanimate that with IK, reconsider your cameras. But overall, I think you're doing a good job with this.